potica. This is kind of festive bread. I said sometimes rich people, they had some cakes, but poor people couldn't afford that, so they made potica. They made the sweet dough, and then they put the ingredients in. Uh, Everything what they had, walnuts, nuts, sometimes tarragon, sometimes cottage cheese, and many other things. So we have a book that presents over 70 recipes, different recipes of pita. Uh, Horseradish, here we already have a sauce made with horseradish. Uh, and we have colored eggs. In the past, the eggs were colored red, but now we have eggs colored differently. These eggs are colored actually with onion skin and then decorated here. Just usually they were red. What is this telling us? What is this presenting? It's of course Christian holiday, and the meat, the ham, was presenting the Corpus Christi, so Christ's body. Then the horseradish presented nails with them, and the Christ was actually hammered on the cross. Then potica, it's round, so it's presenting the crown of thorns which Christ had on his head, and the red-colored eggs presented the blood that then came from Christ's body when they stopped him with
Nico,
the sword. Yes, Matea?
Nico, can you hear me? Nico, can you
Yes, I
hear
can
me?
hear you.
Yeah, you know what? We missed the beginning, so I would really like you and Monica to present again how Monica brings that huge basket to the church, because the beginning of our live streaming was cut slightly for around 5 minutes. So I would really like that you show your face again and that Monica represents the basket. So just represent
Okay, so
yourself again.
I can actually start from beginning with my presentation. I'm here at Doring Farm in Mlino. That's a part of Bled, about 200-300 meters away from the lake. And this tourist farm presents the heritage of Slovenia in many different ways. And today we will just try to present you how we celebrate some holidays here in Slovenia, in this part, in Alpine part of Slovenia called Gorenska. First, we will concentrate on Easter, and then we will present briefly just what other holidays we are celebrating in Slovenia, and maybe in some next occasions we will show you more. So the hosts today are Simona and Monica, and you can see Monica has a big basket on her head. Coming so on Friday there was a Lent day. People didn't eat and tried not to sin. And then on Saturday they went to church for blessing goods that they had in their homes. So mostly they brought food, but they also brought some seeds or potatoes or everything. So the harvest and the growing season would be good. So it's quite a big basket. And Monica, usually they brought it without hands.
Yeah, usually like this. I'm not.
Let's see. Let's see.
Let's try. Okay.
Okay, good balance.
So yeah. So they put all the. So this is the yeah.
The ring, kind of ring, the
This is
fabric.
made of fabric. Yeah, it's quite soft, and then you put that on the head. Yeah, and you to take it to the church.
And what was in the basket?
So yeah, I must say that usually this is handmade by my mother, so it's really beautiful. It was very important to have also a new.
Yes.
Nico, Monica, for how many kilometers did you need to walk with that basket on your head? How many?
So we are very lucky here in Mlino village. We go to the blessing to the island, to the church. So we go down to the boat and boats took us to the island. But this year, no, because of the corona, it was not possible. But otherwise, yes, we go to the island.
And now I must say that we don't see many ladies carrying these baskets on their head. They have baskets with the handle and they just carry it normally. So we wanted to present you what was in the basket. Usually in the basket, there was traditional Slovenian dessert, Slovenian pastry called potica, then ham or some meat, horseradish. Here we already have it minced in a kind of sauce, kind of salsa, and also colored eggs. Colored eggs. In the past, they were colored red. Now they are colored. These ones are colored with onion shell, with onion skin. And then what is this significating? What is this presenting? The eggs colored red were presenting the blood of Christ on the cross. Potica is made in the round shape, in the round model. So potica was presenting the crown of thorns, which was on Christ's head. The horseradish in the piece, of course, not like the salsa, was presenting the nails that Christ was hammered on the cross, and the ham presented the body of the Christ, the Corpus Christi. Do you still go out in the fields to get horseradish?
Yes, also. Yeah, we have. Yeah.
You don't buy it in the shop.
No, no.
I must say, this farm, we don't buy much in the shop. They are independent. They produce everything. They have a big garden, the big farmyard, and everything is produced at home. So, Monica, what were the habits? What did people do on Christmas? Okay, Sunday morning, on Easter, Sunday morning, the family breakfast with all these foods, and then
usually on Sunday they stayed at home. But then on Monday it was more day for visiting, for making all sorts of games, a little bit entertainment, and so it was. Anyway, the Easter is the biggest, let's say, the biggest holiday.
In Christian part. Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, they all went to the church in the morning, and then usually ladies went home to prepare lunch, and gentlemen stayed in some local inn or some local, today we would say in the pub, and then they played some games.
Yeah.
What kind of games? Maybe we can present one of them. It was called cutting eggs. Here we can see the head and some eggs. So they were putting this head with a nice decorated cloth or so, and then they put egg in.
Yeah.
And what then?
And they were throwing coins into the egg.
What was the point of throwing coins into the egg?
Yeah, if the coin stays in the egg, you're the best.
Yeah, okay, it was so. Somebody said,
this is more your man.
Okay, somebody get his egg, and he said, okay, you throw your coin in, and if it stays in the egg, you can take the egg. But if you miss, then I take the coin. So people were throwing coins as long as this coin remained in the egg. So let's see if Monica can.
I think you will be better than me.
Okay, then I will give you. I will give you the camera and.
Oh no! It's not so easy.
Yeah. It didn't stay in.
Yeah.
So now, Monica, you can try, and I will try. I don't know. Just.
Yeah.
With the heavier coins, usually we do it with €2 or 50 cents. 50 cents as a coin, not 50 cents as a US wrapper. So let's see if I'm better. I try again.
Yeah.
So you see, that was one of the games that took place somewhere in front of the pub. And then when they just got money and they didn't bring eggs with, then they took the coins. And let's say here we have no, without eggs. Here we have, for example, we have this board here, and they were standing in some place like I don't know, 2 meters or 3 meters away, and they throw coins. And there was a bigger group, 6, 8 people. They throw the coins towards this border, and the one who threw the coins the nearest to the border took all the money, and then they started with another round. So let's see how far I can throw it. Oops. How close? Oh, it's quite close now, Monica. Monica should put it closer. Not only that I took the egg, I also took Monica's money. And then there was also games for kids at home. They took eggs. Usually everyone brought his own eggs, and they went to the field. Nice cutted grass here. The grass is already growing. They put two, as we said, reds, and they rolled the egg. Okay, this one is already turned with the tip towards, because egg, if it's turned to the tip, it's harder if the other egg hits here than if it hits from the side. And now my egg, I will roll my egg, and if I hit the egg of Monica, then it will be, I can take her egg. So somebody had many eggs and somebody not. That's one trick. The egg is usually rolling to the direction of the tip of the egg, so where the egg is thinner. So I just put it on and roll. Whoops! Now it's Monica's turn again. And of course, there were many kids, not just 2 kids as me and Monica now. So there was bigger chance to hit the opponent's kid. This one was good. And of course, kids were very, very satisfied if they hit it. Wow, that was close. So it went this as long as they got boring. And Monica, we won't finish this because we don't have several hours time for this presentation later. And now we are going in one of the barns that they have here, and they also have a presentation of all holidays in Slovenia. Of course, everybody knows Christmas, this kind of opposite of Easter. On Christmas, Christ was born. On Easter, Christ was first judged by Pontius Pilatus, and then later on also crucified, and then stood back into his life. So for all holidays, your mother makes a lot of decoration.
Yeah. So my mother is now embroidering for 30 years. So all embroidery that you see, and also all the laces, this is all handmade by her. So she's embroidering, crocheting, and she made for each holiday also with decoration and so. And we have now here that in museum, but also our house is decorated also.
So eggs of any shape, any kind, and of course for Easter, Easter bunny, and then ducks, chickens, everything for Easter. Maybe this is also one interesting thing. This is Brutarica.
Yeah, it's Palm Sunday.
For Palm Sunday, the church also to be blessed. And here we have eggs, but they're not fresh. Maybe they're not.
No, this is from years ago.
Yes,
Yeah,
so,
when we don't eat them, we just put them here and then they dry out and we have them for decoration.
Yeah, they always made some kind of baskets for kids. Also, to put eggs in, like here
Yeah,
for
yeah.
4 eggs.
Yeah, this is made also by my mother. Yeah.
So many different things for Easter. Uh, and briefly, we will also present you other holidays in Slovenia. On the other side, you can see the exhibition of over 200 different cribs of, uh, from any kind of material that you can imagine. Wood, plastic, ceramics, paper, any kind of material. Here you also see the traditional Slovenian uh, uh, dress from this alpine region. That's how people in the church for holidays. But we will talk about later. Maybe next time we will present more holidays. So here we say we have Christmas, then New Year, 1st of January. It was also time for family games.
Yeah, also, yeah. Yeah.
You can see don't be angry and other things. And the decoration remains from the Christmas time. Then we don't have any other holidays in January, but in February we celebrate in Slovenia a special cultural day, 8th of February. And especially in this region, we are very proud. And we are celebrating these holidays as the day. We are very strange Slovenians, you know. We are celebrating the death of our biggest poet.
Yeah.
Uh, I in this region so proud that Prešeren, Prešeren is going to holiday day. Because he was born not far away.
Yeah. So we are really. So my mother makes for him this tablecloth with roses because we have also a special sort of rose that it's called Prešeren rose. Yeah.
Yeah. And of course, for the cultural day, we don't celebrate just Prešeren, but we have many other Slovenian people that were very important for culture, like painter Ivana Kubinica. This is her famous coffee with the lady with the coffee. Then the biggest Slovenian writer Ivan Cankar. This is one of his books and statues. So many cultural things, many important people for Slovenian culture. Then in March, we are celebrating the day of the ladies, 8th of March. And actually, here is a little bit about Valentine's Day, but in Slovenia, we are more celebrating the St. George, the 25th of March, say when the girls are getting married. So the spring is coming and everything is blossoming, and also when we celebrate this day of love, not the Valentine's Day. Okay, we spoke a lot about Easter, so we will skip Easter. Here in Bled, we also celebrate the day of our municipality, and Simona, as a very active lady, got some prizes from the municipality of Bled, and that's on 10th of April, when Bled was first mentioned in document in year 1004. And then we have the Christian holidays.
Yeah. But this is midnight, 2 days after Easter. But this is then in August. Yeah. So there is
Mary's
Assumption.
Assumption, yes. And this is also celebrated here because the church on the island is dedicated to Mary's Assumption.
Yeah.
And this is the last holiday that we are celebrating. Actually, the whole world is celebrating this holiday, and that's 20th of May.
Yeah.
Upon the initiative of Slovenian Beekeeping Association, 3 years ago, the world started to celebrate the World Bee Day because this is a very important species, and we have World Day for everything. Now, since 3 years, we have World Bee Day, and that's the birthday of Slovenian beekeeper Antonija Janša, who was named the first teacher of beekeeping culture of in Austro-Hungarian Empire. Then we have some holidays in which we are very proud. That's the day of rebelling against occupation, 27th of April. And then we have two holidays that are connected with independence of Slovenia. First is 26th of December, when Slovenia on referendum decided to go independent from former Yugoslavia. And then we also have the National Day, so day of our state, when Slovenia really declared independence. The 1st of May, we skipped a little bit, that's the International Labor Day. And then, of course, one very important holiday for Slovenia, who said Stati in Stati. So this is Reformation Day. He printed the first book in Slovenian language. Yes, in 1556, 1550, good 100 years after Johannes Gutenberg invented printing, and the books were printed on the same way. And you know what's on 31st of October? Your birthday. My birthday, yeah, that's very important. Then we have 1st of November, one day later. When Nico is recovering from hangover, of course. And then after it, we come around and we come to Christmas. And of course, we celebrate some other things. We celebrate personal holidays, like anniversary of marriage. This is the picture of wedding from Simona. And this is the wedding gift, and you can see how the embroidery is matching to the design on the ceramics. Birthday cakes and baptizing of your daughters. And we are also very proud that in Slovenia we have very good athletes, so we celebrate very often their success, and this is one kind of homage to the Slovenian athletes that won medals by Olympics in Sochi. So this was a really short presentation of our holidays. Maybe next time we will present you how we celebrate all these holidays.
Nico and Monica, I think the signal in the museum is slightly weaker, so we could not hear you. But Nico, could you take Monica outside and then you maybe make a wrap up over there? Thank you.
But the picture was good. Matea, how was the picture?
So pictures were great. However, we could not hear all the commentary, you know, when you went throughout of the year with all these holiday heritage in Slovenia. Pictures were really very nice, but we could not hear. So maybe if you just bring Monica slightly closer, and then she explains what she presents in her museum, and maybe Nico also how we can visit her museum. Thank you.
Okay, so Monica, just go through all holidays that we presented, just a few words about it.
So we represented after Christmas and New Year. Then we have Slovenian Cultural Day. Then it is Easter. And of course, I forgot it. In March, we have 8th March. This is Women's Day. And then we celebrate also 12th of March. It is St. George Day. It's more when you're in love, you know, it's not here. It's not so St. Valentine. It's more St. George. And then we spoke about Labor Day, 1st and 2nd May. And before of that, it is 27th of April. It is how it's called. Again,
National Day, our national
yeah,
day.
our national day. And then we have also our national day and Independence Day. And then we have I should go to museum.
Okay,
And then
I think you mentioned Annunciation Day because there was a very nice needlework for the Annunciation Day. You know, August 15th, you remember? Assumption.
It is
Assumption,
Mary's
yeah.
Assumption. Yeah, and then it is Binkushti Pfingston.
Yeah.
White Sunday. White Sunday. And what else? And then we have this Remembrance Day. And before that, it is Day of Primož Strubar.
Day of Reformation. 31st of October, my birthday, and International Saving Day, and of course the day we are celebrating our Protestant priest Primož Strubar, who is responsible that we got the first printed books in Slovene language. So birth of Slovene language, actually written language. And then towards the end, there were some personal holidays like wedding day, birthday, and some remembering of our biggest athletes that won the medals on Olympic Games.
So how is it opened, Nico?
Yeah.
Nico, how can we visit her museum?
So this museum is not just what you could see in this room. The museum is spreading also on the top part where they exhibit tools and all the utilities that were used on the farm. And there's a big exhibition of pottery and embroidery. I will just show in, and so I hope Matea. Stop me if you don't hear, but you can see here it's really full and everything, all the works that were done by Simona during the years. So everything can be seen here in this museum, and you can also get local products, local meat, cheese, homemade bread, pizza, or some other things. And this is in Mlino. That's the part of the lake when you go from the center, about 2 kilometers. And then you enter to village Mlino, and there's a steep hill, uphill, and then the fireworkers' house, and you will come to Dorang Farm. Dorang Farm, when do you have open? Normally, not in Corona times.
Now we are closed. But normally we are open every day from noon till the evening. So it depends on time of year. When it's low season, then it's more for weekend. Yeah.
So, dear spectators, you are invited to visit this exhibition. And I made a presentation for International Tourist Guides Day about this in Slovene language, but you can see many nice pictures, and you can see that also on the YouTube channel of Argos. So, Matea, do you have any questions? I think we reached half an hour.
Actually, you know what? We just got greetings. We just got greetings from Venice, from our colleague Stefania. She followed you. Then Neja, she was really impressed how you played outside with Monica, you know, like two little children enjoying yourself. But I can see that Monica prepared something else, palm bush or something. And we have also visitors from Kuala Lumpur. So Jane Ray is also following us, just to let you know.
Oh, nice. We have the whole world is with us, and of course, we will be very glad if they visit us too. Tanti saluti a Venezia. Per la prossima volta, quando viene, fare un contatto con Matteo, a trovarmi e vi posso guidare qui anche a Bled.
So this is 1 week before Easter event. We took that to the church to bless. This is like it's on Palm Sunday. Yeah. So it's made of different sorts of wood, and then we burn the old one, and the fresh we will have it somewhere in the corner to somehow to keep away the bad spirits, or it's.
So it's here for the whole year.
Yeah.
Very good. Yeah. Now they put also oranges and other things, but in the past they were really all things that they could find in their own garden. But any more questions? Because it's quite windy, so we are freezing outside. But
So,
no problem.
Nico,
if you have questions, we are ready.
Yes, we would like to see you both together so that we can thank you. Can you bring in the camera, both of you? That's it. Yeah. So thank you very much. That was really very cute and nice. So there were some comments, as I said, Nico, later on, you can go back and comment and answer them as well. So dear ladies and gentlemen, that was all for our today's Monday streaming. We hope to see you again on Wednesday at 5 o'clock. This is going to be in Slovenian language, but our colleague Michaela, she is going to present to us Slovenian Pearl, which is on the coast. This is Piran. And don't forget, so at least you are going to enjoy the scenery. So Nico, Monica, thank you very much for inviting us today to Mlino and Bled. And let's meet next Wednesday at 5 p.m. Bye-bye. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And maybe some other day in some other language, something else, because we have a really, really rich heritage around Lake Bled. Thank you.
Okay, bye. Thank you. Bye-bye.